Dear students, in this video we are going to see fifth lesson of history, that is pastoralism in the modern world. Means the pastoralists means the those who are looking after the animals or those who are rearing animals, and they are moving from one place to another place. Not the other people, those who are settled and they are having the animals rearing. No, pastoralists means the people they are moving from one place to another place in search of food. In other words, we can say nomadic group of people, especially from tribal group, we can see like that people. Okay, then here it is given the picture that sheep raising of the Bugales of the eastern Garhal. Picture it is given how they are coming to the grasslands in search of food and water for the animal. Then introduction of the chapter, and we will come to know what is pastoralists, like that things. Then pastoral nomads and their movement, how they are moving from one place to another place, what are the reasons in which area, like that things we will study. In that first one, in the mountains, some of the people groups they are searching mountain to mountain in search of food and other things. Then they are making the shelters, tents for temporary purpose. Plateaus and plains and desert, and other groups we can see some of the groups, pastoralist groups we can see in the plateau area, and some of them are in plain area, some even they are living in desert area. Then with many pictures, with the help of example it is tried. Then colonial rule and pastoral life. This lesson we studied again in 8th standard history, that in the name of tribal groups and the forest law, like that one chapter we studied. In that we discussed some of the points, and I am quite sure that time we taken the lessons very faster, so it may not be there in your mind, so we will revise this part again. Then next heading, it is the how did these changes affected the lives of the pastoralists. In the forest law, what the British people they said, we can't enter in the forest freely for rearing of the animals in such a food of the animals. So how they want to change? They want to settle somewhere else, or they want to change their route, instead of forest some other areas. Then here it is given the map and the major pastoralist group where they are living, that is given here. The next one, how did the pastoralists cope with these changes? When the British people done the new changes or made the new changes, then how they are adjusting their life with these new changes of social system or political system. Then pastoralists in Africa, how we done in last chapter, we compared with Indonesia and the forest rules and regulations or forest life with Indonesia people or Java people, like that. Here we are going to compare with or going to understand the life of pastoralists in Africa, and which are the major pastoralists area and groups that we can see here in the map, African map. Then where we have grazing the land gone, means the grazing land nowadays it is very less, because of in the name of factories, in the name of agriculture development, in the name of road construction, like that in different way all the pastoral lands are taken away. And that also in Africa also same condition with in the time of European invasion only it happened. Then given many examples, then sources are there. Then the borders are closed when the British people European people came and taken the African land, divided for their sake. England taken one area, another side Germany, other side France, like that. That time borders they are closed, so they can't move freely from one area to another area, how they was moving freely before this colonizers. When pastures dry, in the pastures dry means that area without water, or they made it for agriculture purpose or some other purpose, that time the land become dry, then what they will do, that was another question. not all were equally affected. Even in India also, not all the people they are affected equally, because the forest, those who was using the forest, they got maximum problem, and other people not got that much problem, they never affected that much. Then comes the conclusion of the lesson. So let us see one by one from introduction. In the introduction it said, in this chapter you will read about the nomadic pastoralists. Nomadic pastoralists means, already I said, moving from one place to another place. Nomads are people who do not live in one place but move from one area to another to earn their living. Please underline, nomads means who are the nomads, or what do you mean by nomads? Nomads are people who do not live in one place but move from one area to another to earn their living. In many parts of India, we can see nomadic pastoralists on the move with their herds of goat and sheep or camels and cattle. So in nomadic people, they are moving from one place to another place in search of their living. What was their livelihood? What they was dependent on animal herding. What type of animals? It may be goat or sheep or cattle or camel, even buffaloes. Have you ever wondered where they are coming from and where they headed? Do you know how they live and earn what their past has been? Okay, pastoralists rarely enter in the pages of history textbook. When you read about economy, whether it is your classes of history or economics, you learn about agricultural and industry. Sometimes you read about artisans, but rarely about pastoralists, as if their lives do not matter, as if they figure out the past, who have no place in modern society. In this chapter, you will see how pastoralists have been important in societies like India and Africa. You will read about the way colonialism impacted their lives and how they were coped with the pressure of modern society. So we are going to see India and Africa and how much important this pastoralists. Even we can see here in Tamil Nadu, I am not sure, Karnataka, Maharashtra, even in Rajasthan, like that, many states they are having this pastoralist communities or nomadic communities. They are coming with their animals in some season, then they will go. When they are coming, that time they are bringing some of the woolen clothes and milk products like that, precious ones, what is not normally not available in our area, like that they was exchanging. At the same time, when they are coming, they will collect food items like grains and other things for their sake also. Okay, so we are going to see the nomads and their movements. First one, the mountains. Even today, the Gujar Bakarwals of Jammu and Kashmir are great herds of the goat and sheep. Many of them migrated to the region of 19th century in search of pastures for their animal. Gradually, over the decades, they established themselves in the area and moved annually between their summer and winter grazing grounds. In winter, when the high mountains were covered with snow, they lived in the herds in the low hills of Shivalik ranges. We have studied about Shivalik ranges or the structure of the Himalayan mountain. They did the dry shrub forests have here provide pasture for their herds. But the end of the April, they began their northern march for their summer grazing ground. Several households came together for this journey, forming what is known as the kafila. They crossed the Fir Panjal passes and entered the valley of Kashmir. With the onset of summer, the snow melted and the mountains went lush green. The variety of the grasses that sprouted provide rich, nutritious forage for the animal herds. By end of September, the buckwalls were on the move again. This time, their downward journey back to their winter base. When the high mountains were covered with snow, the herds were grazed in the low hills. So, here in this paragraph, only three things we want to understand. The particular group name, that is Gujar Bakarwals, and where it is, the area it is, they are living in Jammu and Kashmir, and they are having two movements. First one, they are in the winter season, they will come down to Shivalik hills, and the gods are eating the dried shrubs. And in the summer season, month of April, they will go back to the higher mountains, and that time because of the melting of the snow in summer heat, April and May, and the new sprouts of the plants will be there, that is giving a nutritious food to the animals. This is the one of the group. They are moving from one in Jammu Kashmir inside, in Himalayan hills itself. Then in different areas, mountains, that Gadi shepherds of the Himachal Pradesh have a similar circle of the seasonal movement. They too spent their winter in low hills of Shivalik ranges, grazing their flocks and the shrubs of the forest. In April, they moved north and spent the summer in Lahul and Spiti. And another one group of the group we are discussing, that one Gadi shepherds, they are from Himachal Pradesh. They are also moving in the winter season to Shivalik hills, and the summer season to the high hills again. Then we are moving to the next paragraph. Further to the east, in Garhal and Kumon, and the Gujar's cattle herds came down to the dry forest in Babur in the winter and went up in the high meadows and the Paigals in summer. Many of them were originally from Jammu and came to be UP hills in 19th century in search of good pastures. That another one group of the people, that is Garwals and Kumon, and they are living here in the UP area, and that is touching the Himalaya, that area. And we studied about Babur and other things when we studied about the types of what we can say plain area, physical features of India that time, Khadar, Babur, like that things we studied. And in the summer season, they will come to the marshy land of the UP, and in the summer season again they will go to the high meadows of the Himalayan hills. And they are also basically they are from Jammu and Kashmir, and they are not herding the goat and sheep. Instead of that, they are having the cattle herders. Then this pattern of the cycle movement between summer and winter pastures was typical for many pastoral communities in Himalayas, including Bhutias, Shepars and Kinarius. Like the different groups of people, they are having the same lifestyle. In winter season, they will come down to the Himalayan or food hills of the Himalaya, and the winter season, summer season, they will go upside. That is the mountain herders. Okay. We will continue next part with the plateaus and plain and desert.